Gratiano, let me play the fool with mirth and laughter. Let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying grounds. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire cut in alabaster, sleep when he wakes, and creep into the jaundice by being peevish? I tell thee what, Antonio, I love thee, and this my love that speaks. There are a sort of men whose visages do cream in mental like a standing pond, and do a wilful stillness entertain, with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit. Here, in this conversation, Gratiano tries to explain why a man should not be sad. He tells that Gratiano has come here to play the role of a fool. Fool here is compared with jester. Jester is nothing but a good comedian. He tells that he is here to bring some laughter till Antonio's face turns to a wrinkled face, wrinkles filled with laughter. He compares that when he jokes or when he entertains a person, he should laugh, laugh, and laugh till his face falls, wrinkles, and turns as an old age man. He tells that he means here compared every time to Gratiano in this conversation. Children, he is comparing many situations with many comparisons. Next line, where he tells why a man should groan with a pain, groan with a sadness when he can cool his spirit with wine and keep himself happy. Why should a man should sit like a grandfather's statue made of marble, alabaster means marble. Why at all? He should sit like a cool body whose blood is cold, like a marble, like one grandfather's statue, when his blood is warm still in his veins. Even he tells that why a man should keep himself awake when all sleep. Why? Why a man should express his emotions as if he is peevish. Peevish means a person who is suffering with pain and jaundice and whose color is turned to yellow. Why he should live with a bad temper? Why a man should always express his unhappiness on his face when he can stay happy? Then Gratiano continues, I'll tell you, Antonio, I love thee, I love you. It is my love for you that makes me speak. And dear friend Antonio, my love for you always is to see happy. And again he continues his words, where he tells that some men with faces covered as stagnant pool here means some water which is standing for a long time will create a stagnant on the top surface. Inside, what is there? Nobody can understand. What is going on in a man's heart? It is very difficult to understand. Only the slime and dirt which is covered in water means the emotions and the expressions which are shown on the face will make other person to think that this person is bad and sad and emotionally disturbed. Such men remain silent though they have wisdom inside, and tells that oracle comparison is again given here with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit, as who should say, I am Sir Oracle, and when I open my lips, let no dog bark. Here he tells that some people are quite very wise and intelligent, and some, though they are not intelligent, they expect that people should not speak when they are speaking. Oh, my Antonio, I do know of these that therefore only are reputed wise for saying nothing, when I am very sure if they should speak would almost damn those ears, which hearing them would call their brothers fool. I tell you thee more of this another time, but fish not with this melancholy bay. For this fool Goodwin, this opinion, come, good Lorenzo, farewell, awhile. I'll end my exaggeration after dinner. Here again he continues that some people are very wise and say that when they speak, others should stay silent. And he tells that whoever hears to them, whoever comes in contact with that foolish fellow's words, who expect that others should be quiet, should not involve in the conversation, are foolish. And their words are cursed. Cursed because they call all others fool. So, Antonio, if I speak more, it will take more time. I will tell you of this kind of people some other time. Now, let me go with Lorenzo. I have some work. Let me finish my work and I will come back at dinner time to give you advice. Here, the meaning of Gudgaon is a small worthless fish. He asks Antonio not to be a Baith. Baith here means not to be a person to come in the difficulty of this emotions where he covers sadness on his face, and this sadness is creating melancholic mood in him, and like a small fish he should not fall in the trap. Bait means the stick which is used to catch the fish. Same here, Antonio should not become a small fish to get attacked in his own emotions. Telling this, he takes a farewell, means he moves away from there for some work with Lorenzo. Now, next conversations will go on with Lorenzo and Gratiano, followed by Antonio and Bassanio. Lorenzo, well, we will leave you then till dinner time. I must be one of these same dumb wise men, for Gratiano never let me speak. Gratiano, well, keep me company but 2 years more. Thou shalt not know the sound of thine own tongue. Here, Lorenzo tells that now let me go away for some work. Now let me leave you because staying here, I will not even speak a single word as Gratiano is speaking. Here, Gratiano is compared to a foolish fellow who speaks so much without any meaning, just to pass the time. Gratiano, yeah, if I am with you for 2 years, people will forget your voice because only I will be speaking on behalf of me and also on behalf of you. Telling this, both smile and move away from there. Antonio, fare you well. I'll grow a talker for this gear. He sends them and tells that, farewell, I will start speaking after your advice. The meaning of this sentence is quite very clear. I'll grow a talker for this gear. I will start speaking after your advice. Advice of Gratiano. Gratiano, thanks in faith, for silence is only commendable. It's a neat tongue dried and a maid not vendible. Gratiano, indeed, I am thankful to you, dear Antonio, for silence is really praiseworthy in a dried ox tongue. He is giving one comparison again to Antonio's tongue, which is quite very silent many times, to dried ox tongue, because children, in this whole world, the cleanest tongue is ox tongue. Though it eats grasses and many things, dry ox tongue means clean tongue. And this clean tongue is compared to silence. Silence is again expressed with another word here, praiseworthy. You can note down this word, praiseworthy. Telling this, excellent Gratiano and Lorenzo. He tells that Gratiano again suggested Antonio that he can continue with his silence because sometimes it is praiseworthy. Telling this, they both move away from the scene.